with the label Pratham, the gorgeous Shweta and Prashant Gar. I'm waiting for them to join. Hi!
Hi,
Hey, guys! How
how
are
are
you?
you? Good, good.
Good.
The picture you asked.
Yeah, I know. So show your dress first, and yeah, amazing
No,
mask.
dress is
I love
simple.
your mask.
Dress is simple.
See, I wore your the linen pichwai.
Yes. I remember, I remember.
Remember
I thought
this?
you will be wearing the blouse, Pichwai blouse.
I'm sorry,
I thought you will be wearing Pichwai blouse.
I can't hear you. Now it's
I
better.
thought, I thought you'll be wearing Pichwai blouse.
Oh, that pichwai blouse. No, I thought between the sari and blouse, I thought which one to go for, and I
Okay.
finally I decided on the. Can I see your pichwai, Shweta?
Yeah, you can see my dupatta.
Wow, super, super, super. Okay, very nice. So all my friends are joining, and I'm just giving them a couple of minutes to join.
Sure, sure, definitely.
Okay, my son has joined. Sriram. Hi, Sriram. Thank you. Lot of friends are joining. Welcome all, and it's a great pleasure to meet you all virtually along with the lovely couple Prashant and Shweta of Label Pratham. So today's program is on Pichwai. Okay, the 17th century art of the temple
Nadwar.
hands, yeah, of the Nadwara. The gold and embellished paintings which are hung behind the temple of Srinathji. It's a great art. So I just wanted to introduce you both, and then give a small introduction, and then we'll go to the session. So this is the 6th session and series of the Insta Live, which have been, it's like a knowledge sharing session, and it's been very useful for us, to touch base with a lot of people, just being virtually connected. And Prashant and Shweta belong to steel business family, and happened to come into designing in 2011, right? And they've been working on the ground, and especially they are known for their Pichwai print saris. One thing I should take, yesterday one of my friends mentioned that, the way you have revived this art in a wearable art form in saris is, you have regularly followed the Mewar style of Nadwara, which is intact. That's what someone mentioned. It is very difficult to get that kind. It is from a person who is following the Vallabhacharya sect of Pushti Marga. She herself
Okay,
told me that
that's great.
they're doing a great job. See, I wore my Srinathji pendant also today.
Yeah, we
So
saw that. It's beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. Yes.
So, and I think all over India, let's get into the topic now. I think
Yes.
a lot of people are joining in. And so, Krishna has always been associated very closely, because he's very an approachable God for us, in the north and in the south. And in
He's white present actually because of his white presence. Look,
because of
Lord
this,
Krishna, he's widely present. No, yeah. In
so
every nook and corner of the country, with some of the other name, he's
yeah.
there. He's omnipresent. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many different names. Please say.
Yeah, and it is very nice because and this particular form of Nadvara, where he is in the form of Govardhana, carrying the Govardhana mountain on his left finger, I think it is a very rare form. Nowhere in India I've seen it, especially in the south I've never seen it. See, in south we have Guruvayur, we have Alilai Krishna as a motif in Tanjore paintings. Okay, and then we have this, when you go to this Uttukadu, you have the Kalinga Nardana Krishna dancing
Right.
on a snake.
Even Jagannath in Puri. Jagannath in Puri.
Jagannath, yeah, in south I'm saying. In south you
Okay.
have all these forms, of Krishna,
Right.
of the baby Krishna.
Right.
Because here we are talking about Krishna, who's 7 or 8 year old boy, right? And you have this Ambalapura Krishna in Kerala. All these Gurayur, everything is there. But nowhere, in Nadwara, he is worshipped as a boy within the Haveli, and he's a living God. So that
Living
makes it more,
embodiment. Right.
yeah, and that makes it very, very dear. I've not been to Nadwara, but Srinathji is my favorite god. And then the moment I saw this sari first time online, and then you guys landed up in Chennai, it was like I was drawn towards this magically. Now, I think let me hear the story of the art of Pichwai from you, Prashant, first.
Okay. So to start with, we'll start with the meaning of word Pichwai. What actually is Pichwai? So Pichwai is a Sanskrit word which consists of two subwords like pitch and wai. So pitch means piche at the back, and wai means wall hanging. It's painting. So
Yeah.
these are the Pichwai as a whole is a decorative cloth which is either painted, embellished, embroidered, woven. Various techniques are used, and this decorative cloth is hung behind the deities, behind the deity in the sanctum of Nadwara temple.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the Pichwais were to depict the tales and leelas of Lord Krishna. So during those days, it's a 400-year-old art form. So during those days, paintings were the only medium through which people were taught about the god leelas and festivals and various things. So when deity moved from Braj to Nadwara, so I'll briefly take a story here. So the deity, the idol was founded this Mount Govardhana in Braj by Vallabhacharya, Acharya Vallabh, who was the founder of Pushti Marg. So immediately when this idol was found, a small temple was built on the Govardhan Parvat itself, Govardhan mountain itself. But when the rule of Aurangzeb came somewhere in 17th century, so he was committing atrocities on the Hindu temples, and he was against the idol worship. So he was destroying all Hindu temples and deities. So just to protect Lord, and since Srinathji is never considered as an idol, he's always considered as a living embodiment of a 7-year-old Krishna. So just to protect him, it was decided that Lord should be moved towards Rajputana.
Yeah.
Those days, Rajasthan was known as Rajputana, and it was thought that under the rule of the Rajput kings, Lord will be safe. So in 1670, they hid the deity in a bullock cart, and they started their journey towards Rajasthan. So by around a few months later, they reached somewhere near Udaipur, and the cart's wheel got stuck in a mud. And after many trials, the cart couldn't come out. The wheel couldn't come out. So it was taken as a sign that God wants to stay here. That place was Sihar. That place was known as Sihar, which is today's Nadwara. So a temple was built there, and immediately huge temple came up in the successive years, and hence the tradition of this Pushti Marg set in Nadwara started. And after that, in the following century, after Vallabhacharya, his sons, grandsons, all they headed the sect, and with every tilakayat would mean a head priest. Under every tilakayat, they followed different. They laid their something new from their side. So one such successor of Lord Vallabhacharya was Tilakayat Govardhan HD, under whom Pichwai paintings, the concept of Pichwai paintings actually started. So the first record of actual Pichwai painting dates back to 1739.
Oh, okay. That's because actually The whole thing came only later when they moved into Nadwara, right? The whole
Yes,
center.
yes.
Because that is very true. Because all these acharyas, not just in Vallabhacharya sect alone, like Vallabhacharya, they have actually done. They've written all the rituals of the temples to be followed. What
Yes.
ragam has to be sung, what bhog has to be given to him, what vastra has to be given to him, what
And even,
Shringaji does.
the entire day in a Haveli, and now this is also very interesting.
Ah,
Now, why we don't call it as Srinathji ka Mandir or Srinathji's
Mandir.
temple?
Hmm.
Because Lord Srinathji is considered to be a living embodiment and
Hmm.
not as an idol. So the
Idol.
place where he resides is known as either a mansion in English or Haveli in, our Hindi language.
Hmm.
So we don't call it temple. The Pushti Marg doesn't have a concept of temple at all. There
Okay.
are no temples in Pushti Marg. So it is called
Pushti.
Srinathji Ki Haveli. So a single day at Srinathji Ki Haveli is divided into 8 darshans.
Hmm.
A brief darshans of Lord. And
Okay.
there are different rag, bhog, and shingar with every rag would mean music. Bhog would mean the food offerings, and shingar would means adornments with different kind of clothes that the Lord wears
Hmm.
in every different darshan.
Darshan.
So this all was laid by the founder of the sect, Vallabhacharya ji, and this is followed till date.
Yeah. Even
Hmm.
now, there is a temple called Srirangam down south. If you happen to come, where the Perumal is there, in as in the line position, right, in Srirangam near Trichy. So in that particular temple, the same way Ramanuja, who was a great acharya here down south for the Vaishnava sect, he had laid down all the rituals in a book called Koil Olgu. So same way, what will he wear today? What color dress he'll wear? What jewel he will wear today? What is the prasadam to be done? All that is being codified into a book. It's amazing because it is
Interesting.
much easier for us to just follow it blindly. I think that
Yes.
way, I think, I believe that Vallabhacharya also is from the south, right? And he went and he belongs to the southern part of India, is what I hear, or rather read. And it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
amazing.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, the parents were from Hyderabad or somewhere in south, and
Hmm.
he was born in Champaran in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, so I think the same way of worshipping Krishna as a sweet embodiment, right? Even Shankaracharya has written the same Madhurashtakam, Adaram Maduram, Padanam Maduram. Everything is sweet about him. The whole
Right,
whole
right.
option of Srinathji is there. So now. I mean, it is fascinating because if you see Raja Ravi Varma's painting, you have a certain style like an oleograph. You can immediately see. The same way the Pichwai paintings also had a peculiar design sense. So I mean, what is the highlight about that particular thing? What school of painting did they follow?
Actually, whatever we learned is that India was under Mughal rule that time.
Mm,
So, and the miniature paintings, these Mughals were very fond of art and culture.
mm,
So, somewhere this Pichwai tradition developed from the
miniatures.
Mughal. Yes, yes, yes,
Hmm. And also the Mewar and Udaipur schools of painting, right? That's what
yes, yes.
even Ananda Kumaraswamy has written, but distinctly it follows the Mewar school of painting. The way it is done, and in some of the like for example, Krishna is in ordinary clothing, but in certain ways there is a Mughal inspiration to his Jama and Kulla and all that, right? Have you noticed?
Yes, yes,
In the Govardhana, at least in the form,
yes,
I believe
exactly.
that they borrowed the whole thing from, even Aurangzeb was, not Aurangzeb, Akbar was inspired, and he said, you can go ahead and use this, these
Actually,
costumes.
Akbar was a king who actually, he was he promoted the Hindu ways of worship and Hindu temples And actually, he also abolished the tax, which was levied on the pilgrimages of Hindus. So,
Okay.
but under Aurangzeb, everything changed, and this Vallabhacharya sect followed after that. Yeah. Hmm.
So, tell me, how did actually this particular art inspire you to make the Pichai print sari?
So, this thing, I'll take you back to like some 17, 18 years back. So, the journey started as when we got married, me and Shweta. So Shweta's taste of sarees was really niche and very classy taste, and I wasn't aware of sarees, and I had no clues, no taste in sarees, and what would I do with sarees?
Ah.
So, but yes, I had that inclination towards art and craft since my childhood. So when we got married, and as you know that we are not from fashion background, no, we
Yeah.
have not done anything in fashion, but it was only the passion, my inclination towards art and craft, and Shweta's inclination towards good weaves and the designer sarees and very fine taste in her drapes. She was very particular about it. So although initially there was few clashes between the interest of both the families, but only after 6 or 8 months after our marriage, we started moving. I started assisting her to her shopping rituals and everything, and I started following her. And
Still you do.
uh, no. Today it's reverse now. Today we together make for her. Yeah.
Okay.
So, with only like 4 or 5 visits to various designers, I developed that, both of us developed that deep desire to do something with the fabrics. And very strangely, that we never had any knowledge of any fabric, any weave, nothing at all. But I don't know what happened, and it's all divine grace that we started designing.
Yeah.
And we started making sarees, and we took various of our mother's old sarees, and and we started redoing them and making newer sarees every day, trying with newer materials to use. Like we used old coins to put on the sarees, and
Coin.
shells.
Huh?
Yes,
Coin?
coins. Yes, yes. So there were like many things. We used to try very bold and different things. We used to use those feathers, bird feathers, on the sarees. We used to do all the funky stuff and not exactly the weaves. We used to do hand embroideries and the patchwork kind of things we used to do. So from 2004 till 2011, we were completely doing for Shweta and for her mother, for my mother. That's it. So these were the 3 ladies who were wearing our sarees. In 2011, we launched Label Pratham. Just for an exhibition, we wanted to participate in an exhibition. For that, we launched Label Pratham, that our label should be called Label Pratham. But good or bad, I don't know, but that exhibition bombed. So our first exhibition bombed. And we were quite disheartened, and we thought that this is not the thing for us, because I was already part of my family business. And this was just like a hobby that we were, taking forward. And after that exhibition, such was the scenario that we took sabbatical of 2 years, and for 2 years we didn't do anything, and that was really difficult for us to stay away from designing. So those 2 years we used to come up with various new concepts, new designs, but somehow after 2 years we again started in 2013. So 2013 again we started the same way. Same techniques and same kind of stuff that we were doing. Then came 2014. So 2014, when Modi government came into power, they somehow pushed the handloom sector. If you also remember, after Modi government came into power, they pushed handloom sector, which is considered to be the second largest sector after agriculture in our country.
Yeah.
So what I remember is before that, not the focus on handlooms had just withered away. And not many people were into handlooms. So after 2014, even the government, the textile ministry, what they did is they held a meeting of designers, all the age designers in Banaras with the weavers.
Yeah.
So the point was to create something in collaboration with the weavers. So the design elements will be from the designers, and it will be all weaved. So if we see after 2014, there was a huge surge in handloom sarees and handloom wearing, and people started looking at it from a different angle, which was
Yeah.
missing. So this thing also, we also were attracted towards it, and there was just there was various thoughts that were going in, like we had this thing that we should do something different, and we will be doing something which is a combination of traditional and contemporary.
Yeah.
So by tradition, I would say Pichwai art on one hand and weaving techniques on one hand. So weaving and Pichwai, they were on the traditional side, and on the contemporary side,
So by then
yeah,
you had the motive of Srinathji in mind, right? That Pichwai was
yes, yes,
finalized kind
yes,
of then,
yes,
right? I
yes,
mean, you
2004, somewhere in 2014, yeah.
Mhm.
And on the other hand was the contemporary side, we had this digital printing and linen fabric. So
Yeah.
linen was, fairly new fabric for the sarees, and we were drawn towards, and we wanted to, do something, mix of traditional art forms and presenting it in a modern way. So these were the things: the Pichwai, weaving, and then linen and digital printing. So these four things came together, and after like 2 years of hard work, we came up with this Pichwai art prints that we started off with. So we started off with the Pichwai prints in 2016, and that was an instant success. That was the starting point, and we were able to attract the attention towards us. And then the following year we held actually went to nooks and corners of the country, holding various exhibitions, participating in various exhibitions. And then before 2017 ended, we realized that only prints won't do. We won't be able to survive for long, and nothing. If we don't do something new, then we won't be able to survive. So after just 1.5 years, we went to Aurangabad. We went to Yola for this patni weaving, and we were so reluctant that we won't do anything other than Pichwai art. That is for sure. And we have to try every weave, every craft, and whatever craft traditions that we have in India, we'll be doing it in amalgamation of Pichwai art. So when we went to this Yola, interesting thing is those weavers were, they said complete no to us, that we won't weave anything other than the motifs that we weave. Because they're so used to weaving certain kind of motifs that they say that they don't even require that khaka also to be kept under it, and they are very well versed with the how many threads they need to take care of while weaving certain designs. So they said no, but I persuaded them. I paid them extra. So we made every effort that they start something on the patterny side.
Yeah,
So
amazing that the cows
yeah.
and the cows on Paithani tapestry.
Yes.
Yeah, and superb it was. Yeah.
So after
Can you show
much,
us something?
yes. Sure. Can you see?
Wow, wow, super. I can only see Srinathji. That is in the pallu, right?
Yeah, pallu.
Go a little backward. Okay, back. Yeah.
Cows.
Yeah. Okay.
The cows.
Oh, those lotuses are beautiful. Yeah, and the cows. Yeah. Very nice.
And see the way we finish it.
Yeah.
It's not the regular technique,
Yeah, that
Can you see
finishing is
the
excellent. Yeah, I
And
really
can you
love
see
the
this,
finishing. What you do
the
in your
backing,
sarees.
the backing
Yeah.
of it?
Oh, okay.
You
My
know,
God. Oh, that is beautiful. That is.
and you must be aware of this munia border also in the sarees, right? In the
Yeah.
patni
Right.
sarees, we have munia border. So
Munia
we
border.
did something of our own. We did this lotus bird border. This is
Yeah.
Kali border that we did.
Ah.
So we also changed. We give blouses like this.
Your
This
video
is
style.
the blouse. Yeah, that is ghicha
Ah.
silk with this,
Ah.
Yeah. And interestingly, the fabric is tussar linen. So you must not have this is fairly new to Patni. Patnis were either made in cotton or silk, but we made this tussle linen fabric, which falls very well, and again a new fabric for age-old craft of Patni.
Can you show the
Patni
full
is
saree? I can't see the full saree.
okay. I'll show you.
It's beautiful because I think what I really like is the contemporary way you have actually played the design. Oh my God, that's okay. That's the pallu, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the pallu.
Yeah.
The sari body is plain actually.
Okay.
This
Beautiful that is.
and
Oh, great.
body is plain. Peach,
Yeah.
with
Very nice.
small
Very
booties,
elegant. Very elegant.
booties.
Yeah. Very elegant.
And this
So
is
lot of comments coming
lotus
in.
bedbug.
Lot
Yeah.
of comments coming in. Shaila, Sudha, and Varsha. Everyone saying that it's a fabulous painting.
So this was our Patni thing, and first Patni took around 2 months, and that was a basic cotton sari that we made, and that got sold immediately, and that gave us a boost that we need to do something in Patni. But then came after a few months came the bad experiences wherein it was copied all over, from the weaver's point, and from ladies keep clicking our the sarees photo and sending it to the weavers. So the social media, everything has their own pros and cons. So social media thing is, weavers are getting directly connected with the end user. So these ladies sending the pictures back and getting those designs made.
Yeah,
So we
that's
are
really
facing that
unfortunate.
plagiarism. Yeah. So this was the Patni thing. Then we did Ajrak I have a beautiful Ajrak to show you.
Please, please.
Yeah. And we did Ajrak on this organza fabric. Again, the
Oh.
fabric is new. The
Okay.
fabric is new. And see.
Oh my God, superb it is. Very nice. Very different ajrak also. It's not like too cluttered with prints, Prashant. Oh, beautiful that is. Beautiful.
So for this, we got the blocks made also, no? So these cows blocks, lotus blocks. So these are all, we got them made from from UP. From a craftsman from UP we got made. Again, the blouse fabric that we give is Gecha silk, See.
Oh, that's
See, hand
classy.
woven Gecha silk.
Yeah, very classy.
So
How
for
come
a
I didn't
print,
see this? This ajrak is,
this
it
is new. This is something.
It is very, very wearable, Pratham,
Yeah,
Prashant.
yeah.
So, especially the ajrak and I also love the lanes of Nathdwara.
Yeah. So let me
It's amazing that campaign.
Let me take you through the journey actually.
Yeah.
So I showed you Ajrak, I showed you Patni, then we did Jamdani also. Again in Pichwai thing. But Jamdani, do we have a Jamdani?
Oh,
That's
wow.
the Jamdani.
Is it Jamdani? Okay.
Yeah. See, there is a mantra also written in Jamdani. That's in Hindi.
Yeah, it's like the old Paithani saris where they will write Sada Saubhagyavati.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
whole thing, right? In Orissa.
So the whole point was to, the whole point was to present our part of culture. Pichwai art is so old and it was dying. Such was the situation that, people back here in Delhi, most of the people, they never knew of Pichwai. What is Pichwai? And they couldn't even, leave aside knowing Pichwai, they couldn't even, pronounce it properly. They would call it by different names, Pichwari, Pichai. I was so shocked that people doesn't know about Pichwai. So it needs the recognition. So what better than presenting it in a wearable form? And, doing what others are doing was never our cup of tea. So we tried to present this Pichwai art in the most contemporary manner so that, people could get connected to it. So that's why we're using fabrics like tussle linen. We are using organzas. We are using, tussle linen on Patni also. So another interesting thing is that we are trying to bring various cultures together in a single sari. So, for example, when we used to create the prints, just the prints, the point was the fabric would come from the weavers of West Bengal, right? And it would get printed in. Okay, shall I take you to the journey of printing also?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You know,
Love
printing,
to hear
when,
you,
when
yeah.
we hear print, people, some people say that why is it so expensive? Print ही तो है, like it's just a print. Well, why is it so expensive then? So I'll explain you this printing thing today. So earlier we used to collaborate with our traditional artists in Nathdwara and Bhilwara. So they used to give us some layouts and drawings according to our design patterns. We used to take drawings from them. So first an artist is involved. Like, okay, first both of us are involved. We used to create some patterns in our mind. Then we used to dictate it to our Nathdwara artists. They used to draw something. They used to color it. Then the poster would come, the painting would come to us. Then we'll get it digitalized. So digitalizing a painting or a sketch is really a tough job. It's not easy. So it's not like that you open Google and you just cut, copy, paste, and you do something there. No, it's not that. It's a tedious job. So after getting it digitalized, we print the sarees. So earlier we used to make 5, 6 sarees, 5, 6, 7 sarees of a single design. But now, as per policy, since last 2 years, we have been doing just strictly not more than 4 sarees. So one of the sarees that was worn by Vidya Balan in 2016 from our label, we are still getting queries on that saree.
Yeah,
And
it's
people say
amazing
that people say that it's a print only. Why can't you make it again? We flatly say no. That why would we keep on doing a design that we did so long back? There are many new designs. There, we can explore pitchway like anything. So an interesting part is that fabric would come from Bihar. Printing would be done in Delhi. The actual art would come from Rajasthan, and the backing, the fencing that we give comes from Gujarat. We use this Ajrak block printed fabric on the back side of it. So no need to apply the falls and all. Like similarly, in your saree, the red putty that is shown, that is visible, is Ajrak only. No. This is block printing actually. This is block printing. Right. And the blouse fabric that we give is Ghicha silk. That again comes from Bihar. So various states come together in a single saree.
Yeah.
So we were passionately doing these kind of things, to create something new, to present something new. So now we are done with the printing. We are done with patterning. We are done with
I really
Ajrak.
like the mushroom printing. The blouse you gave me, it's amazing.
Yes,
the one
yes,
that I met
yes.
you in Delhi. That that's a fabulous blouse of that. That print is also like it comes out so well. It's glossy and it shows out very well. I mean, it's not just the print alone. How in what fabric you use it, that is also very important. And because I think nowadays you have to make the next millennials wear the sari, right? And what else but cotton or something very easy to drape, and they can mix and match, and they wear it so well in a different drape or something. It's really nice to see youngsters wearing these forms, right? This is what exactly Kalamkari also did, right? Kalamkari was also
Kalamkari is still in process. Kalamkari we recently did, but it's not yet out in the market. I'll show you.
Okay. Oh man, super! My God, very nice. The colors are brilliant, very different. Your palette totally. Yeah. Oh, super. This is on Tussar, right?
Yeah, this is Tussar. And the finishing is like this.
Yeah.
So it gives it a formal.
Yeah.
And the blouse that we give with this is print blouse that we on raw silk.
Beautiful, yeah. Raw silk, is it? And I remember when you started the blouses, you had done a picture, Krishna ji on the back. It was a hand painted one. That was a huge
those were
hit.
hand painted. Actually, I'll share something. When we were doing sarees, so there were various queries from various ladies that we don't wear sarees. So do you have a dupatta in the similar print? So that made us realize that yes, we need to do some dupattas also. So we started doing dupattas, and when we did dupattas, then subsequently blouses also followed. But before the printed blouses that we did, we had already started with the hand painted blouses, with the Srinathji at back or some of the other cows and lotus motifs. So we were doing that. So now I'll take you to quickly take to some other art forms that we have done. So this is Ari embroidery.
Zamdani, and then now?
Ari embroidery. See,
Oh,
on
okay.
paper. This is all hand done. See,
Yeah,
this is all hand embroidered.
yeah.
Yeah,
My God.
these are the lotuses.
Colors also, I'm really fascinated by the colors used. It's just
Yeah.
like you can't actually make out whether, because I think the design sense comes out very well in all forms of techniques you're trying out.
Yes, yes. So the fabric would remain same. This is tussar fabric that we source from somewhere in Maharashtra, from a weaver in Maharashtra. So like we picked up like 20-25 sarees. So on the same fabric we are doing hand painting, on the same fabric we are doing kalamkari, ari embroidery, and various kind of things. So just to we don't follow the season, the formal designers, the way they do. I am always asked that enough of Pichwai, what next? So I always say that Pichwai is a very deep art. So we can explore it for I don't know for how many years. So and India is full of India is rich in art and culture. So why not explore more of it? So now I'll show you one interesting kantha also that we did. Very briefly we did. So there were like two kanthas that we did. So one of it I will show. So this.
Oh man, look at that. Beautiful that is. Very nice. And the borders also, Prashant, superb it is.
Yeah. So now you tell me what exactly is this? What is this done?
1 second. Wait, 1 second. That is it velvet?
No, this is actually a print and kantha done over it.
Oh, okay. So you
That's a
embellish
print.
with the print and,
With the kantha.
surrounding that you have made a kantha shadow stitch, right?
Yes. So we sent it to the kantha weavers in the West Bengal, and then we got it done. So the process was so slow, but we couldn't, continue with it. So just two pieces we got made, one with the print and kantha, and another was just pure kantha. So,
I can
trying
understand
different
the
things.
problem because, especially from one if you're doing something in Madurai, what I did was, same way, I got this Madurai sari printed, the borders printed, and did a kalamkari here in
Okay.
Srikalahasti. I mean, the time which goes into designing and, to tell them, and they have to be on the same page, and then couriering everything. I mean, I
Yes,
really
yes,
don't know how you do with so many other things. I'm just doing only
yes.
one. But this is done.
it has been such a fruitful and such a beautiful journey. So due to this lockdown thing, I'm missing my traveling a lot. Every month I used to travel, every month to some of the other corner. And interesting part is that as a tourist, you cannot visit the interiors of the villages and the weaver centers. So as a tourist, you have certain other preferences in your mind. But from a designing point of view, when you visit these weavers, and they are so good, they are like they express such a great hospitality. We are floored. In a city when we visit somebody's place, they wouldn't serve us in a way the way these weavers do. Always serving us with a cup of tea, with two biscuits, and very lovingly they serve us. So I had, the privilege of eating, having food with the traditional food with these weavers. So be it Bengal, be it Kutch, interesting thing was when I went to this Ajrakpur in Kutch. So, this guy, I told him that I want the chula cooked food, the traditional chula cooked food. And he said, okay, sir, you come over to my house and I'll do that. And when I reached his home, I was shocked. Such a lavish display of food. And, he is a humble craftsman, just that. But,
Yeah.
his heart was so big. You know, I was completely floored. Matlab, if we are into something like this, designing, and we are in touch with weavers, we actually see what life is and how beautiful life is. Traveling from one end of the country and to the other end of the country, meeting different people, seeing different cultures, languages, it is just,
Learning.
it is divine experience. It's a divine
No, I
experience.
can absolutely 200% relate to you because I will also be traveling in all these small pockets. They will have
Right.
nothing in the room, Prashant. The
But
biggest room
but
in their
their
house will
art
be
is so big and
the weaving one. The biggest room. There will be only 3 rooms in the house. The first one will be a corridor. The second one, the weaving loom will occupy the maximum, and there is a small kitchen. But everyone comes around and they'll give you lemon juice, tea, and they'll
yes,
come and
yes,
talk to you. Even now, we will not open our homes to anyone to show it like that. There, you can just barge
yes,
and ask him what he's doing.
yes.
There, I
Hmm.
think that is that. The connect what you have with these artisans, no. And there is a lot of dignity in it. Now, when I see. I'm volunteering for a national-wide umbrella called Creative Dignity, and actually, in one of the posts, somebody put saying that in Gujarat when they had this major
Earthquake.
earthquake, so
Yeah.
I believe there was a unit called Shrujan, right? They said, please don't bring any ration reliefs to us, okay? What we want is your orders. We will do our. Shujan is very famous for its embroidery, Kutch embroidery. They did their embroidery and then they said, you give us orders, that's it. How I'm so proud of them in this area where in this time where so many people write about oh, the weaver committed suicide, so please buy it. No, they don't require your sympathy at all. They are more genius than us. People don't understand that it is we who have to go and sit with them, learn with them. That is the greatest learning, as you
Yes.
told, the
And
travel.
weaving is not a simple process. It
Yeah.
is high, it requires high caliber, and it's a deep meditative process.
Mm.
Something doing weaving is not a normal person.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot, traveling across the length and breadth of the country. I'm really, happy
Mm.
doing all this stuff. And
Yeah.
as for your question regarding millennials wearing sarees, so we recently, if you saw it or not, we did sarees on organza fabric, the printed sarees, and we
Wow.
did some plain sarees also, handloom, this organza woven sarees, wherein
Mm.
the sequence is inserted inside the sari, a
Mm.
small sequence is inserted in the pockets while weaving. So we
Wow.
we took those sarees and we made the belts, the pichwai belts embroidered.
Okay.
So
Wow. That is amazing.
you, so for the young girls, we did that.
Mm.
So we're trying to bring Pitchwai to the forefront, and doing every bit that we can do to promote Pitchwai art.
Mm.
So and I guess during last 4 5 years we have been quite successful in doing that.
And you also launched a jewelry, right? I remember seeing that
Yeah,
beautiful jewelry
yeah.
also you
I
did.
forgot. I
Yeah.
forgot. So this is okay. Earlier we did brass jewelry. I think you must have seen that brass jewelry
Yeah,
also,
yeah, yeah. I
right?
saw.
So
Mm.
now our next collection after this Lanes of Nathdwara series will be, pushing our jewelry to the most. So this is silver thing that we have started doing.
Okay. Wow. That's super.
This is silver neck
Silver, no?
piece.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so wearable.
right.
No,
The,
this
the
face.
earring.
What is that earring? Huh? Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's very
earring.
cute. That's
Oh, earring.
amazing. Beautiful.
Do we have any other thing? So
Lots of
these kind
uh,
of jewelry.
lots of comments coming in for your incredible India. Hearts are big indeed. Dignity and love for their art. And
Thank
Chanda
you
boat
so
was
much. Thank you
amazing.
all of
And
you.
so are the Shroffs who run Shrujan. Always village people are humble. And then they're saying wow for
Yes,
your
yes.
silver jewelry.
Yeah. We
And
started this. I hear embroidery also. So
what
deep somewhere in Kutch, there's a village called Sumrasar where Shrujan is located actually.
mm,
So I don't have that thing with me right now, but we have started with these village ladies. They do ahir embroidery. So we have
Ahira.
started Pitwai. Yeah, we have started doing sarees on that also. that's a very slow process. So it takes really long to make one sari. So we'll be coming out with, kalamkari and ahir embroidery very soon.
Yeah. Someone wants to know how do we get these earrings?
We'll
We'll
be
come back.
launching them on our website very soon. Labelpratham.com very soon. Yeah.
And your home is also everywhere I can see this beautiful Pichwai cows and all that. I think you're walking, talking, Srirajji.
Yes. We are living Pichwai day in and day out. So I thought that when we are called Pichwai couple, then why don't our house have Pichwai elements? So recently I got this done. So this is interesting. The curtains are, the inner curtains are hand painted checks, These are Pichwai. And on the above it is Pichwai painting. And the front curtains, these green curtains are printed ones on organza fabric. So,
Washable also, no? It's much
Ah,
more
ah.
practically,
No.
it's easier to handle. Yeah.
So, and what fabric we have used in that check, that you can see the hand painted, cows. That is mushroom. The plain
Oh,
mushroom and the ajarak mushroom.
Okay. Are you doing any Pichwai kurta pieces? There's a question from Vidya.
No. We are not doing any. Yes, but we launched our yardages few months back. So we are doing printed raw silk fabrics. Just for the purpose of, if anyone wants for their, dresses or kurtas or whatever. But we are not stitching them and we are not, doing them actively. Just the yardages that we introduce so that, people may buy them for any purpose that they want. Even men's kurtas, men's jackets, they are more like unisex fabrics. So it can be used by anyone. They are available on the website.
What about the masks? There's a question from Raki. And what about ladies' suits?
No, lady suits we don't. Actually, we are passionate about sarees.
Yeah.
So our initial thing was sarees only and we were always in sarees. So interestingly, what happened when in 2015 we did one exhibition in West Delhi. So we were under impression that sarees have already gone out of fashion. And we should do some, kurtis, we should do some suits and dresses and all. So just to that was our first exhibition after, the exhibition that bombed in 2011. So 2015, we did some sarees, some handloom sarees, and Pichwai was not there at that time. And we did some kurtis and, those stuff. And would you believe that exhibition was huge success and all because of the sarees only. Not even a single kurti was picked. Not even a single suit or the dresses was picked.
Yeah.
And that again, reaffirmed our faith in the sarees. That no matter what, we are going to do sarees only. Because, we are not earning bread and butter out of it. As you, introduce us, both of us are from iron and steel families. So I'm still part of my family business. This is, passionately I'm doing. So we always try to do something, of the best quality.
That is what, that passion is the differentiator, Prashant, because I remember when you guys came in and the hospitality part, hats off to you because when you came and met me in Delhi for that exhibition, you and Shweta came. I'm so thankful because it was so new and you got so much of goodies. I had to take it back.
You remember that, but you are not mentioning what hospitality you did when we came to Chennai. So it started with you. We learned from you actually, and and the food that we had, the idli place that you took us to, that was so interesting. So we learned it from you.
So that's okay. I think, see, more than I believe in that, it is not just a transaction which we do with any of your clients or with your friends or something. It is much more. That passion is always there. That is where you're able to differentiate. Your design stands out so well. The freshness in the design, the various techniques you bring into the same design. It is not just one Srinathji, so many forms which you are seeing. And in the process, we are documenting a great art. Like, you have taken up Pichwai as a revival and made it into a revival art. I think it is, for me, I think it is an inspiration to learn.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I
So
think we
about this lanes of Nand.
5 more minutes. Can you tell us about I think 5 or 7 minutes?
Sure.
About I really love the advertisements and the promotions you shoot, and especially with the blue face painting which you have done for the
Yes. Lanes of Nathdwara
Nathdwara,
series.
Lanes of Nathdwara.
Yeah.
It's mind
Yeah.
blowing actually. Can you let us know what exactly made you do?
So
get into
this
the
project has been running since last 2 years. So this entire capsule of 12 sarees that took us around 2 years to get things done. So the idea was to again collaborate with the contemporary artists. Now we are not working very actively with the Nathdwara artists. Now we are working with young artists, those who are still in their 20s. These people, they are so you know they have such a fine understanding of art. So although for this particular artist that we collaborated with, he never knew what Pichwai is. But when he joined our team, and we made it a point that we need something different this time, and we finalized on the Krishna Leela's theme. So in the lanes of Nathdwara, and lanes of Nathdwara is very interesting thing, that because we never wanted to use lanes of Vrindavan, although Krishna belonged to Vrindavan or Vraj or Mathura. But Srinath Pichwai art rests in it originated from Nathdwara. So we wanted to use Nathdwara, though the Leelas were played in the Vraj. But the lanes of Nathdwara sounded very interesting. Right from the day when we were very clear in the mind that this series would be called Lanes of Nathdwara. So with this collaboration, this new artist joined our team, and we had various discussions, and it took really long to come up with the final thing. Then we went into the sketches form. So if you notice, when the Lanes of Nathdwara series started on Facebook and Instagram, we were posting the actual sketches also. But few of the friends suggested that stop posting the actual artwork. It may get copied. So I just respected their thought, and we stopped posting that. So after that, we again did this printing thing that I explained a few minutes back, and we got it shot. We got the shoot done in Vrindavan. Although we call it Lanes of Nathdwara, but traveling all the way to Nathdwara becomes a bit difficult. So we got the shoot done in Vrindavan only.
Yeah.
And it's a capsule collection of 12 sarees, wherein various Leelas of Lord Krishna and landscape of Nathdwara is depicted. So for that shoot, we did entirely on the Krishna theme. So we painted faces of those models with the blue color and all. So there's one saree that I have. I'll show you. And interestingly, we named every saree after the name of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna had many names. So we named every saree on the name of Krishna, wherein the story depicted in the pallu corresponds with the meaning of that name.
Okay.
I'll show you one saree.
Hello, Arav. Thank you for writing. Oh man, this is superb.
This is this is landscape of Nathdwara.
Okay. That's
and
awesome.
This is River Banas. This is River Banas, on the banks of River Banas, Nathdwara is situated.
Yeah. No, that is so nice, because in all the, if you see the Pichwai paintings, the border is River Yamuna, right? River Yamuna is depicted in all the Pichwais.
Yes. So this is Srinathji's Mandir temple.
Oh,
and this is...
and you have board also, signboard also. Oh,
this is actually signboard that I took from Nathdwara. When I went to Nathdwara, this is the actual board they have there.
Okay.
So I use this in this saree also. Srinathji Mandir.
Okay. No, really out of box thinking. This is, I think, a lot of people. And there is a 8-year-old boy who's commented, Arav. He says he wants your mask. He says, I like your mask.
Sure, I'll connect with him.
His name is Arav Jindal. So he's saying, hi, I want your, I'm Arav Jindal, 8-year-old boy, really motivated by the mask.
Oh,
your every art
so nice
is
of
a
him.
story in museum. I think it was a fabulous session. What you do is really out of passion. That passion shows in whatever you do. I think that is what makes you stand out. Hats off to you
Thank you
both.
so much. Thank you so much for saying that. It's just the passion and love for Lord Krishna, that and love for incredible India. I always take pride in being an Indian with such diverse cultures, such diverse languages. I'm always drawn to it. So journey has just started, and we wish to go far and explore more and more crafts and more weeds, and to present the coming generations something newer. And maybe this is a bit that we can do in reviving Pichwai art, because the saddest part is when we visit Nathdwara these days, Pichwai paintings are very hard to find. And the place of Pichwai paintings has been taken by the gaudy and Srinathji's motifs, the body, sculptures made of very gaudy stuff, and plaster and MDF. They use all those kind of stuff, and they make some ideal kind of things. No, the Pichwai paintings and such have vanished. So for that, we need to hunt them and far away in Udaipur, Bhilwara, or some other Jaipur, But in Nathdwara as such, the painters are vanishing now. It's such a precise artwork. It needs such a lot of precision, and it takes long to make, 3 months to 4 months to 6 months, and they are not getting their due. So that place, that is taken over by the other body things. So we need to do something to preserve this art for the future generation.
Yeah, and especially I agree with you, because I think when we close this, two things I wanted to just highlight. One is we are very inspired by your enthusiasm and passion. And Calico Museum I visited, and when I see the Deccani which was there in all the indigo background with liquid gold draping, and the Krishna being in the form of a kadamba tree.
So Deccani Pichwais are all about gold. Yeah, Deccani Pichwais, they use gold and silver. Yeah, and mostly they are on red and black colors.
Yeah, and that is really inspiring. And then for a moment, if you go and see, it's like batik work. Inside the gopis' faces are like with that. It's kind of a batik face. Inside you can see the kind of work. I mean, it is amazing. I don't even know whether we can replicate, but if I just stand in that particular room with 12 feet tapestries, I was like so proud of India. So proud of India. And when I saw the religious tapestries where the Vallabhacharya sect is doing a puja, and there is a Haveri kind of thing where they would just carry that whole thing and put it on. That is amazing. And the closing remark is
there's one comment. There's one comment from a girl, Bansal Rakhi, I guess, and she's asking how aligned are you with international fashion trends?
Fashion trends, yeah.
So I would say, is it necessary for every designer to align with international trends and international design patterns? Why can't we take pride in being Indian and wearing something Indian? No, why is it necessary? Like, as I already told you, that we don't follow the trends set by the fashion industry in India. So now, very beautiful example is, if you have noticed, Malini Ramani is a big designer. She shut her business few days back after lockdown. And her point was that she is dealing in, evening dresses and gowns. And in these trying times, when people are dying of hunger, people are dying of the disease, how can one even think of selling, high-end dresses? So Malini Ramani is such a renowned designer. She shut her business due to this thing. So why can't we take pride in Indian culture, Indian things, and why can't we wear them, and why can't we promote our weavers? So why is it always, following international trends? No, not for us. Not for us, for the time being at least.
Great, yeah. That's so great. And Harvinder Kaur, thank you. He says, she says, agree with you. Now people don't like to wear kurta and dupattas and Hamara Bharat Mahan and all that. And well said, Prashant from Pratik.
If you guys look at the Instagram, there I came across a page called Drape Enthusiast. If you look at that page on Instagram, these people are promoting dhoti wearing among young men. So if you see that page, all young men wearing dhotis in different style, and they are taking pride in it. So why are we, why not we promoting that stuff? Why not we making our
think,
children?
Yeah, right. Great. 25 seconds remaining because it will automatically go off. So thank you so
Okay.
much. I hate to interrupt, but it was an amazing session. And then I think Srinathji's devotion is the main factor in all these things. And may you
Yes,
be
yes.
blessed with lot of designs, happiness, and bring more sarees to us. Bye.